Hi guys, and welcome back to The Search. For those of you who don't know, I am Dee Narelle, and this video is going to be a more health fitness video. So, this video is probably going to go up later. So, date-wise, last Tuesday on March 3rd, I had a meeting with a personal trainer / dietitian via Kickoff, not sponsored, but I would like to do a bodybuilding show. I've decided closer to the end of the year. When I looked it up in Michigan, it looks like there's going to be a show in October and a show in November. So those shows are what I'm aiming for in regards to doing my first bodybuilding show. However, I do and have been learning how expensive this process is, which in regards to paying for all of that, I'm just not in a position to do. So I was trying to figure out what I could do to start like finding workouts and fixing the way that I've been eating these last few months and things like that. And then of course, because everything is always listening to you, and every time you look for something and start talking about something, then you start getting ads. I started getting these ads for Kickoff personal training on, I think it was Instagram. So it basically says like you can pay as low as $0 to get assistance from a personal trainer and a registered dietitian who is also a registered dietitian. So I put my insurance information in, bada bing, bada boom, and I get a few classes where I don't have to pay out of pocket, and then after that is based on my insurance, which most of my co-pays is between $25 and $50. So once we get to potentially having to pay for things, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, so I had that meeting with her, and it was pretty cool. What we talked about and stuff, and her being able to like her ideas and stuff, because I do have a IBD, so working with ulcerative colitis in regards to what to eat and stuff like that, and making sure I still get my proper nutrition while doing these workouts and stuff like that and preparing for a show. So I did 3 workouts last week that was suggested, and they were basically just to get a gist of like where my strength is and all of that stuff, and anything that may be causing me pains and the movements I might be doing, because it's set up right now where I'll be doing at-home stuff, because I'm currently don't have a gym membership at the moment. So yeah, so this will be the first full week of workouts. She set me up with, originally I thought it was just going to be 3 days a week, which it can still be 3 days a week if I just don't have time to work out every day, but I am set up for 5 days a week. There is an app. I currently have my phone connected to the TV so that I can have a bigger screen and stuff for the app, but there is an app that I follow, and it has the warm-ups and the workouts and stuff, and then it'll tell you what the weights is and stuff. But yeah, was like, oh, this will be good to show people who have access or jobs provide insurance, that hey, if you were looking for something, this might be something good to use. Again, I am brand new at this. I've only been doing it for a few days. Last week, that was my first meeting, and I meet back with my personal trainer next week after we go through a full week of doing things and seeing how everything works for me. But yeah, that is where we are at the moment, trying to get our health back together, trying to get our life back together, and trying to reach these goals that we set for ourselves. So yeah, I know with some of my other videos, we've been having issues with this Canon situation turning off, so I'm gonna check make sure it's still recording, or maybe I'll stop and start it just so we can have a longer time of this recording. Hopefully the lighting is good because it's not super sunny outside, so we don't got a lot of light coming in. So I had to turn on some of the lamps, but we're figuring this thing out because consistency is key. Also, I'm going to start some music, but of course, when I edit, I'm going to have to put different music over it because of copyright situations. We don't want to be copyrighted. Paused for a minute just so I can let you guys know that last one was foam rolling whatever may be sore and stuff like that. And I feel like I've been having issues with my sciatic nerve on my left side, which is why I decided to just foam roll my booty, because after these workouts, that has been what has been causing me the most issues. Gotta squat to a box. And I also need to find a box, a seat or something. I think I do actually have a seat in the office, and then check to make sure that you're still recording. Yep, you're still recording. This says 5 pounds, but I am probably going to lift it up to 10 pounds. Okay. Gonna check you one more time, make sure you're still recording. Okay. More equipment than I thought I needed for this workout. update some of this information in here or what I actually did. Okay, so that was a bit chaotic, but there's 2 circuits of this, so I'm going to pause you guys and come back when we do the cool down. Alrighty, so I just finished the 2nd circuit, so we are going into the cool down now. Alrighty, so that workout is done. This will be the 4th workout that I have done with Kickoff, and so far I do think that some of the workouts have been super easy, not as high intensity as I originally expected them to be or what I'm normally used to, and it could be the transition from me not going to the gym and having access to heavier weights, or also the trainer is still trying to get used to what my ability is, what I can and cannot do, because she did send me a message saying like, raise the weight if you think that you have to, but I have raised the weight and I did raise some of the reps, but you know, I might add extra stuff on the end some days if I have the time to do it. Today I do not have the time to do it because by the time this video go up, you guys will have seen my part 1 and part 2 of me doing some typo tapes that I found, and I actually need to do the other 2 tapes so that I can make part 2 of that video. But yeah, so you end the workout, and then once I actually hit end workout, it's going to ask me like what I thought of the workout and stuff like that, and how I felt it fit, and put any comments and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will catch you guys tomorrow on the next workout for this week. Hi guys, and welcome to day 2 of this week's workout. We have a little over 30-minute workout here set, and first it is going to start with a dynamic warm-up, and then I have bike intervals and something called short bodyweight Jaguar core set. So go ahead and get into this 5-minute warm-up so that we can prevent injury. Okay. I guess the dynamic workout was considered something different because it's already having me scored, and that was actually a pretty great warm-up. My heart rate is going, so yeah, I like that warm-up. So now we still have the bike intervals and the Jaguar. So I'm going to switch over to doing the bike intervals. Whew. I think I'm going to actually switch over to tracking it on my phone so that I can watch a little bit of something on my tablet, because it's a bigger screen, to keep me interested in going and on track. I guess I could turn on some music. I do have speakers in here, but I'd rather watch some YouTube while on the bike. I'm gonna be on the bike for, I think, 15 minutes. All right, so doing a 5-minute warm-up. This bike is a bike that I got for one of my friends who wasn't using it. It is the Body Fit by Sports Authority. It says BF 1510. And for the warm-up, I have it on level 2. It may or may not move from that when I get to the other part of this bike workout. Alrighty, so I just finished the 5-minute warm-up. I didn't record the whole thing, but I am now moving on to the interval work, which are sprints on the bike. I think I might crank it up to level 3, just to begin and see how that does, but I have to do 20 sprints. Originally, it was set for 5 minutes for each of these 20 sprints, but unfortunately, due to time constraints and I have to go to work, I lower it down to 45-second sprints, which should get me to around 5 minutes of doing this. If I did my math right, you guys are more than welcome to correct me. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then there's one more workout after these bikes to get done today. So, intervals, excuse me. So, the bike intervals are, Brock, move. The bike intervals are done. I'm gonna be cutting it close to get ready for work, but I'm going to finish this workout. But yeah, I'm gonna do this cool down, and then we're gonna get to the last thing that we have to do. I finished the intervals and the cool down on the bike. I have to get ready for work, so I'm going to have to move the core exercise that I was also supposed to do today to tomorrow, which that's what I also like about this Kickoff app thus far, is that if you need to rearrange something, it allows you to rearrange it without me having to like contact the trainer or anything like that. I can just move them to a different day. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this workout and get ready for work, and I will see you guys tomorrow for that workout. Hello party people, and welcome to day 3 of this week, third workout that we have set. It is Wednesday this week. It is another rainy and gloomy day, which one of my brothers said that you feel it so much because you're so in tune with nature, but I promise this barometric pressure that comes from this weather, I'll be sleepy, I'll be unmotivated. I just want to lay in the bed until it's time for me to go to work, and then I don't even want to go to work. Even more than when I don't want to go to work on a sunny day. But anyways, I have finally gotten myself together this morning to be like, okay, let's just get up and get it done, because once it's done, and you are going to see the benefits in the future. Don't want to keep pushing stuff back. We're getting this done. So yeah, so for today's workout via Kickoff, you guys might be able to see it behind me because I have my tablet to the phone so I can watch what I'm doing. But we're doing it upper body dumbbell essentials, and then the Jaguar core circuit that I wasn't able to do yesterday, I am going to do that today. And with the music that we're playing today, because yesterday we didn't do music, I kind of watched YouTube, and then one of my moms called me, so I was talking to her while I was doing the circuit on the bike, so I didn't listen to music, but there'll be music over the exercise because y'all need to know all of my business. It's gonna be house music today. 90s house music is what I'll be playing. I'm of course gonna try to find some non-copyrighted that's similar to 90s house music, but that's the vibe that we're feeling today. So without further ado, I'm gonna get everything started and get this done. Alrighty, so we are going into the dumbbell workout. So far with this Kickoff, I will say, because I am doing home workouts and stuff like that, I am having to adjust things to more so challenge myself with what I have, and I am working with a personal trainer to find exactly what the balance is. But again, this is only my second week working with the trainer on Kickoff. Yeah, and I know like with the warm-ups and stuff, I don't know if I have this camera angled right where you can see the TV, but it usually in between each thing gives like a 10 to 20 second rest, and I don't always need that, so sometimes I'll just skip that as well. But that is a thing as well. But you know, again, only our second week working together and figuring out what's the best thing while I am taking a break from actually going into a gym to do workouts. Alrighty, so we have finished 2 circuits, which is what was set in the app to do. And now, get out of here. Now we are finished to do the cool down to the dumbbell workout and then get into the ab workout. Alrighty. Alrighty, so that was the end of the upper body dumbbell essentials. So now Oh my gosh. Okay, we're done with this. Well, let me end the workout. Oh, there it is. Okay. Technology don't be cooperating sometimes. Okay, but we're done with the workout. So now we get to grade the workout. And it also asks how many hours of sleep that you got. And now for the corset, which most of the stuff is on the ground. So I gotta move some stuff around so that I can have the space to do what I need to do without messing with the old man, because if I try to move him, then he's gonna get up and wanna walk around and be even more in my way. Alright. Had to change the battery in the camera as well, but let's get started. Warm-up's done. So if you couldn't tell, my core is quite weak. The abs always get me. But for the abs, we got 2 more circuits, so 3 circuits total of those workouts that I just did. But you guys saw the first circuit. I don't think it's really necessary for you to watch me do the same thing over 2 more times, so I will check in with you at the cool down. Alrighty, so I am officially done with the makeup workout from yesterday and today's workout. I did not show you guys the cool down to the abs because it was actually the same 2 moves that I did as a warm-up, did as a cool down. So, you see the once, you get the gist. No point of showing you guys the same thing in the same video multiple times, you know? So yeah, I am gonna rate this workout like I have done every other workout that I've done thus far through this app. I'm going to do a little bit extra stretching to help with my flexibility and things like that, and get the rest of my day going. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the 4th workout for this first full week of workouts of me using Kickoff. Good morning, party people. It is Friday. So yesterday, on Thursday, which was supposed to be day 4 of working out, I switched those exercises to Saturday because I needed a break. I woke up sore, my back was hurting because I've been working on my back bends, and everything just needed to rest. I actually was thinking about messaging my kickoff coach and being like, you know, 3 days might be the sweet spot, not wanting to do 5 days, but because of the goals that I have to, by the end of this year, do my first competition, I was like, no, let's get up and do this, get this workout in, and then go run your errands and keep the day going. I am thinking about maybe figuring out how to be motivated after I get off of work. It's different if I just like go straight to the gym and try to do a workout, because it's like no choice. You're at the gym, you gotta do stuff. But because I'm not going to the gym right now, I was all day at work like, yeah, I'm gonna try working out when I get home and do that. But then I got home and I was like just tired and just wanted to go to sleep. So I don't know. We're gonna figure out the best schedule. But anyways, for today's workout, which was technically supposed to be the last workout of the week, but because I switched some things around because I needed a rest day, today's workout is total body dumbbell essentials, which just like every other day thus far, we're gonna do a warm-up. There's about 4 different exercises, 1 set of each for warm-ups, and then it is 2 circuits for the main part, and then a cool down. So yeah, and again today I will be listening to some house music. I don't know, that's just the vibes that I've been feeling lately. And yeah, going to go ahead and check and make sure that you guys are recording and good, so that we can get this first circuit recorded, and yeah, get on with our day. All right, so warm up and first circuit is done. Now we're taking a break, which I usually don't take the full minute that it gives before I do the second set, and I will see you guys at the cool down. Alrighty, so finish the second circuit. We are on a cool down. Before we get to the cool down, move this stuff out of the way, and then we'll be done with today's workout. It's like I think about how fast it takes me to do these workouts, and I'm like, why didn't you just get it done? But my body told me you need a rest day, so I took my rest day. And workout is complete. Just want to make sure you guys can see me to stand up straight. So workout is complete. I have one more day now for the 5, so I'll be doing that tomorrow on Saturday. Hello party people, and welcome to day 5 of trying Kickoff, the last day of the week that I will be doing workouts. Today is going to be, what is happening? Why doesn't my fingerprint match? Technology is not being my friend, and I don't understand why it's saying that my fingerprint doesn't match. Like, they didn't change. Okay, so for today, we have bike intervals and short body lying core set. Now, the bike intervals is the same thing that I did earlier in the week. It might have been Tuesday or Wednesday that I filmed those, but it's the same workout, so I'm not going to record myself sitting on the bike and doing those again. But when I get done with the bike intervals, then I will turn you guys back on, because the lying core is different than the Jaguar core that we did. So it's different workouts that I'm going to record me doing once I get done with the bike, and I will see you guys once we get to that part. But yeah, just want to get on, let you guys introduce today's day, which is Saturday, because I use Thursday as a rest day. So yeah, let's get this done. All right, party people. So Squatting because of the angle that the camera is at. Oh my gosh. I don't know what is happening here. Squatting because of the angle that the camera is at. But I just got done with the bike intervals and the cool down for that, which was the same as what I did the other day. So I didn't really see the point of re-recording it. You guys have already seen it. And now we are about to start the abs. It is the bodyweight line core set. The warm-ups are pretty much the same as the last one, and it looks like the cool down is the same as the last one, but the main part, the actual circuits, those are a little bit different. So yeah, I'm gonna start this and get to it. It may have some parts of it cut off because it looks like for part of the warm-up I do have to stand up, and I know I have this angled so that you guys can see me on the mat, but for the most part we're gonna get this done. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, I gotta figure out how to do these because I'm having some popping in my back. Because obviously my abs are not that strong, the core is not strong. Excuse me, sir, my head has to go right there. Okay, so I have 2 more rounds of those workouts. Oh my gosh. You can't spot reduces stuff, but I guess like with building muscle you can. But yeah, my core needs some serious work. Core is always the worst for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get these last 2 circuits done, and then I will turn back on the camera when we get to the, well actually I'm not going to turn back on the camera. I'm taking a little break between the next circuit. I am going to go ahead and just completely finish this workout because the cool down is actually the same 2 moves that I did for the warm-up that I just showed you guys. But yeah, so far with this kickoff, this being my first full week of doing what my personal trainer is putting in here, I'm going to say that it is doing pretty well, and it's going to be able to help me get to my goals until I'm able to fully invest the money that needs to be invested when doing a competition. I will probably be sticking with this. It is a benefit for at least the first several meetings that I have. I don't have to pay for anything because it does accept my insurance that I get from work. So that is definitely a helpful thing in regards to finances and things, especially me not going to the gym because of finances, and I have decent amount of equipment at home that I can use. So I'm not sponsored or anything like this, and I wouldn't say that I've been using this long enough to be like, hey, you should try it or anything like that. But in regards to the finance aspect of it, if anybody was looking into maybe getting personal training or being able to talk to a dietitian, as of right now, with me only having been using this for a couple of weeks, it does seem like it is a good option. I am going to continue to use this, and I'll probably do another video once I've like maybe done about a month of this, just to check back in and let you guys know how I feel about this program. But yeah, that is the situation that we're in right now to get my life back together in regards to fitness and reaching some of my health goals. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let's continue to figure out this life thing together.